Well, here we are today at the fun part, putting the applique pieces down. So what I did is I took my duvet cover and just laid it on top of my queen-size bed, and I found the center of the width. So that way I know about where the pattern needs to go. What I did was I just took my image of the layout that I had, and I actually just took this page and I folded it in half to get an idea of where the center was in my design. So I kind of just applied that to this applique design. So I found the center and I just started laying my pattern pieces out. And according to my guide, the center was about right here with my large hibiscus flower. What I did is I started with these green palm fronds because they have to be put down first. So I did those, and I left the paper on. And I went ahead and just brought my iron and unplugged it after it heated up and just started pressing these down. And basically I left this one so you can see. So I just left the paper on it, and then I just can take it off like that. I found by leaving the paper on until I was ready to bond, these are such large pieces and they're very floppy. And it's a very open design. There's a lot of white in between here. So the pieces want to flop around, and I found by leaving the paper on, it made it a lot easier to handle. And then once I got it into position, I did a light iron on it and then started peeling the paper off. One other thing I did is I did get a Teflon sheet. You can kind of see a shadow underneath there. I put the Teflon sheet underneath there, but honestly, I don't even know if that's necessary. You could probably use parchment paper if you wanted. But one of the things you need to remember is when you leave the paper on and you're doing an overlap like over here, you're going to have to lift this leaf, petal, out of the way as you bond that piece on and then bond this on. So all the light green palm leaves got bonded first, and then the other pieces laid on top anytime there was an overlap. So you just got to keep that in mind. Now again, here's our little pollen pieces that go to on the ends. I'm just going to take this whole thing and put it on the ironing board and cut those little pieces out and do that on a much smaller area on the ironing board rather than like this. But I think this is the easiest. This pattern's large, and to get it centered on the bed and the way you want it to look, I think it's just easier to go ahead and just iron it right on to your duvet, right on the bed. And that way you can see it, because your ironing board is not going to be large enough to accommodate this huge design. Well, I hope that helps, and we'll do another video when we stitch all of this down. Thank you for watching.